Hey glitchers, Brett here giving you my review for the asymmetrical multiplayer game Evolve, developed by the team that brought you Left 4 Dead, Turtle Rock Studios. In Evolve you take on the role as either one of 4 hunter classes or an alien monster. The game pretty much comes down to either killing the monster if you're playing as a hunter, or kill the hunters to win if you end up being the monster, with a few objective based modes thrown in as well. Even though it's primarily a multiplayer game, there is a solo aspect to it that just fills up the non-user roles with AI bots, but let me just say, this is in no way the way you would want to play this game. The AI when you are playing as the hunters take away the tactical advantages in game modes such as Nest, where the objective is to destroy a certain number of eggs while the monster has to protect them. And while playing as a monster, the computer AI seem to be just as difficult to take on no matter what the difficulty settings were. The only good aspects of the solo experience is that leveling up is carried over, and it can be good for a little bit of skill honing. The main fun in Evolve is to be had in the multiplayer section, where 4 players become hunters, while the 5th player becomes the monster.
Well, great. Now I am a little flirty. Thanks for that, pal.
Happy to help.
The gameplay is definitely the most impressive part of Evolve, with the hunters being the standout, with trappers being able to shoot harpoons to snag the monster, and medics helping out with healing and opening up points to allow more damage to be dealt with the sniper rifle. Overall, the weapons are well balanced and each class has a purpose that is just as important, especially in the heat of the battle. The only real gripes are with the movement of the hunters, that at times feel a bit sluggish, and the jetpacks eat up fuel quicker than a space rocket. The assault class can lag behind so much that by the time you catch up with your team, the monster's already run away, or he's pretty much taken care of. The different hunters are nicely varied, with each character in the assault, trapper, support and medic classes having their own unique weapons that are essential when hunting down a huge monster. Being able to put the different classes, including the monster in order of preference, is a nice touch. Although I'm not sure how well it works, seeing as how I would find myself playing as a monster multiple times in a row, even when he was set as my least preferred playtype. The monster's gameplay of course depends on the monster, with each one having their own abilities, strengths and weaknesses. To play as a monster is something of a guilty pleasure, as you make your way around killing wildlife and eating them, bringing you closer to the moment where you can evolve into an even more ferocious killing machine with increased health and abilities. The monsters are a joy to use, when you get around to being able to use them, with only one available to be used from the get-go and the others requiring you to grind your way through leveling up your monster's abilities in order to unlock the next one. Even being able to select from at least 2 monsters at the beginning would have been a huge improvement, as it would at least have given you some variety in an already repetitious game. After the 5th or 6th time of using the Goliath, I was itching to try the next monster, yet couldn't because I didn't use the Goliath's charge attack enough. Reluctantly, I continued to use the Goliath, making sure I used the charge attack constantly, not caring about the damage I took. When you evolve to that ever-impressive stage 3, you can't help but feel like a powerhouse of destruction. Getting to stage 3 is more often than not a sign that as a monster you have it in the bag when it comes to wiping out the hunters, as long as they don't catch up to you as you are evolving. If they do, all you can do is sit back and watch, as they can get quite a few shots in, replenishing your health in a matter of moments. Evolve is all about the hunt, which can be over pretty damn quickly, or take so long that it can get boring, especially if your team isn't working together. Luckily as hunters, you also have the mostly hostile wildlife to keep things interesting. The planet of Sheer that Evolve takes place in is as breathtaking as it is dangerous, and is something that I found myself wanting to explore even more. In fact, what the developers have managed with the CryEngine, as far as graphics go, is a feast for the eyes. If only the game modes complemented the world that is being created, with there being only 4 modes available: Hunt, Nest, Rescue and Defend. For a game that's only focus is being a multiplayer game, to only have 4 modes feels a bit lacking for a full price game. Not to mention that the only mode structures in both multiplayer and solo play are either quick match or evacuation. Evacuation giving you 5 rounds in a match, with the final round always being the defend, and other rounds being voted upon, meaning that there will of course be plenty of repetition involved. Overall, Evolve is a very polished game, yet seriously lacking in content such as game modes. Even when all the characters are unlocked, you have a game that becomes repetitive and struggles to keep your attention. While gameplay and weapons were fun, unless you have an organised team, hunting that monster might not work out so well. But then again, you might not find yourself caring if it doesn't. Playing as the monster and evolving it so you can wreak some serious havoc on those pesky humans and wildlife is fun, yet when that's all you're doing from match to match, it can start to wear a little thin. If the thought of a 4v1 multiplayer experience interests you, then this is the game for you, as it would have to be the best in its game genre. Just don't expect to get too much bang for your buck, as it constantly feels like it's missing something, or is a small part of a larger story, until you realise that this is a fully priced AAA game. While I enjoyed some of my moments with Evolve, I don't see it being enough to make me come back to it at a later date.
Why are you squirming around, mate?
I'm giving Evolve a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching, like or dislike, either way I'd love to know what you think in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to Glitch News for more entertainment, news and reviews. Cheers.
Oh, I get it. Your ass itches, right, mate?
Yes, it is maddening.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid you're on your own, man.